If you're a naturally skinny guy whose goal is to put on the most amount of muscle in the least amount of time possible, then you have to stop performing exercises that are keeping you scrawny and weak. Instead, you need to focus on key movements that give you the biggest bang for your buck. In other words, exercises that add the most amount of mass with the least amount of work. These movements are going to have a few characteristics. For one, they're multi-joint movements. 2, they are fundamental movement patterns. 3, they activate your muscle fibers to a high degree. And 4, they are easy to load. In this video, I want to share the 5 best mass builders for skinny guys that give you the best ROI on your time. So without further ado, let's jump right in. Exercise number 1. The bench press. Anytime you're pushing a load straight out in front of your torso while it's horizontal, your primary mover will be the chest, while the shoulders and triceps assist with the lift. Getting stronger at a compound lift that allows us to load this function will be the key to developing the main show muscle, the pecs. One study published in the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research showed that chest size and bench press strength are strongly correlated. That means guys with stronger bench presses usually have bigger pecs. This isn't too surprising considering that the bench press is one of the best exercises for activating your pec fibers according to research. Not only that, but pushing heavy weight will always involve elbow extension, the main function of the triceps, to a great degree, making the bench press a great exercise for arm development. For best results, I recommend you bench press anywhere from 1 to 3 times per week in various rep ranges. Exercise number 2, overhead press. The overhead press is by far the best all-around exercise for building massive shoulders. Not only that, but it does a great deal for building the upper chest, putting mass on the triceps, and increasing your bench press strength. The overhead press, like most of the main lifts, doesn't just stimulate the obvious muscle groups, however. It also helps strengthen the lats through heavy eccentric loading, engages the legs by using them as stabilizers, and of course, increases core strength. Other overhead pressing variants include the seated barbell overhead press, standing dumbbell overhead press, and the seated dumbbell overhead press. All of these activate the front, mid, and rear delts to some degree. According to research, however, the standing dumbbell overhead press does the best job at activating all 3 heads. Since it's tough to lift heavy dumbbells over your head while you're standing, I recommend performing these at a lower intensity and aiming for 8 to 12 reps. For best results, perform the overhead press or an overhead press variation 2 times per week and alternate between heavier load days where you're pressing in the 3 to 6 rep range and lighter load days where you're staying within 8 to 12 reps. Exercise number 3, deadlift. The deadlift is unarguably one of the greatest total body mass builders. It trains the entire posterior chain, including the hamstrings, glutes, spinal erectors, lats, and traps. Although most experts would classify the deadlift as a lower body dominant movement, it's no secret that it also happens to be one of the best overall back builders. This is because the deadlift will allow you to place the most amount of load through your back musculature. Although the spinal erectors and rhomboids will contract isometrically during the movement, the lats actually contract concentrically. Your legs may initiate the lift, but if you can't maintain high levels of stability through your posterior chain, mainly your upper back, the weight won't move more than a few inches off of the floor. I recommend deadlifting 1 time per week, staying within the 3 to 6 rep range. Anything above 6 reps, especially as you get stronger at the deadlift, may result in extreme fatigue and form breakdown, increasing risk of injury. Exercise number 4, barbell row. Anytime you're pulling a load toward your torso horizontally from straight out in front of you, you're distributing a great deal of stress to all the muscles in your mid-upper back with a bit of assistance from your biceps. There are a number of muscles that make up the mid-upper back: the traps, rhomboids, teres major and minor, erector spinae, and infraspinatus, most of which are responsible for one primary movement: retracting the scapula. Anytime you pull or row a weight toward your body horizontally from out in front of you, all of those muscles are firing. When it comes to building a thick, well-developed back, you must row to grow. This is why we're including the bent over barbell row as part of the Big Five. This is by far the best overall mass builder when it comes to back development. Not only are you building back thickness through loading the function of scapular retraction, but the lats, which are responsible for back width, are getting a good deal of stimulus as well. Not to mention, anytime we're pulling a weight toward our body, be it vertically or horizontally, we're engaging our biceps to a significant degree. Want bigger arms? Pull heavier weight. Exercise number 5, squat. They say the squat is the king of lower body exercises, and it's difficult to argue with that statement. Squats elicit extremely high muscle activity in all of the main lower body muscles, from the glutes and quads to the hamstrings and even calves. The problem is 90% of gym goers fail to squat low enough to maximize leg growth. A 2013 study published in the European Journal of Applied Physiology compared deep squats to shallow squats. They found that squatting with a full range of motion resulted in significantly more strength and muscle growth than squatting above parallel. In addition, squatting to parallel or below will strengthen your lower back, place more tension on your quads with less weight and systemic fatigue, and activate more total musculature. Bottom line, using a full range of motion while maintaining proper form will get you the best results. Now, although these 5 mass builders should make up the majority of your training and will be responsible for 90% of your growth, there are 2 smaller muscle groups that could stand to get a little more attention. That's why I've included 2 bonus exercises that focus on muscle groups that may need just a little more direct training. Bonus exercise number 1, barbell curl. Although the triceps are hit to a great degree during pushing exercises, the biceps aren't activated as effectively during rowing movements. That's why I recommend direct biceps training, and what better way than a traditional barbell curl. The biceps have 2 heads, hence the name, and the emphasis on each head depends on how far in front or behind the body your arms are. The barbell curl is like a happy medium, so you can hit both heads effectively. In a way, the barbell curl is like the heavy staple movement for the biceps. Bonus exercise number 2, lateral raise. If you recall the overhead pressing section, the lateral head of the deltoid will be hit but not adequately. That's why direct lateral deltoid training is crucial. The lateral raise is not a very fatiguing exercise, and those lateral delts can take quite a beating. That's why I recommend including lateral raises at the end of your workout 2 to 3 times per week. So there you have it, the 5 best mass builders for skinny guys, plus 2 bonus exercises that'll ensure you're hitting every muscle adequately. Did you find this video helpful? If so, click the like button below, as it'll truly help out the channel. Are you looking for a complete, done-for-you training and nutrition guide guaranteed to add slabs of muscle to your frame in the next 90 days? Then claim your free copy of my book, Bulk Up Fast. The book has already been paid for. All you have to do is cover the small shipping fee. Just click the link in the description, tell me where to ship it, and I'll send it to you anywhere in the world. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe for more videos, and don't forget to turn on post notifications so you don't miss the next one. Peace.